frog fishing really has been a technique that has carried me through my entire career. And you know, it's like anything else. If you're gonna throw a frog a lot, I mean, if you wanna go out there and compete with it, you need to throw it a lot. And I'm gonna teach you a little bit of tricks and stuff, but it does become like second nature, and you become, you know, you get like this muscle memory where over time you can interact with that bite and know exactly when to set the hook, and your timing is just perfect. But it goes from like a 50% ratio hook set all the way to about a 95, 98%. So, all right, when to throw a frog. 52 degrees is the coldest water I think I've ever actually paid attention to that I've caught a frogfish. And it's happened 2 times, 2 situations. And both of them have been out west, you know, pretty much where I grew up. But the California Delta, it was January, and it was, I don't know, maybe 48 degrees air temp. The water temp was 52. But the reason I caught those fish was it was a low pressure system, lots of fog. The water was warmer the night, and I actually caught him on that frog right there, that white one. And I was walking that sucker so slow, just in place and letting it kill. And this time of the year, if you're gonna get a bite on a frog, and I can't say it's gonna happen out here, I don't know. I haven't even been here when the water's 52, just because traveling tournaments. But if you get a situation like that, try it, but just make sure you walk it super, super slow. And they just come up and they literally suck it under. And it's almost unnoticeable, the bites, but I was catching 5 and 6 pounders, and you hardly even saw the bite. It was one of the coolest frog fishing, just because it was totally the wrong time of the year to do it. And then late fall at Clear Lake, I got on a bite, and it was 52 degrees, it was raining, and everyone else is out there, you know, throwing spinner baits, and this is before, you know, Alabama rig or anything like that, and I was whacking them on a frog, I mean 25-pound bags, and it just happened to be little isolated clumps of grass, and again, just real slow. So just remember, like, kind of slow process with the frog, and then as it warms up, you want to go faster. So, you know, let's see, the fish obviously get more aggressive, 68 to 72. And the thing is, even when fish get onto beds, or even, you know, as they're looking for beds, those females will come up and hit the frog a lot of the times, and they'll actually pull off the bed because if you roll up on a bed, and you know, a spawning bed, and you see 2 big fish, chances are they've already seen you. So you really want to make those long casts where you suspect there might be a pair of fish, and that female will come up and hit it first. I've had it happen so many times, and then you end up with like big fish of the day. So, you know, frog's a great way to kind of search for them. We'll get into swim jigs, but that's probably the best way to do it. All right, so yeah, that's prime time. I mean, you know, to get it going, you can catch them all the way till it gets about 90. Once the water gets over 90, I won a PAA tournament at Neely Henry, and the water temperature was 94 degrees, but they would not touch the frog until some clouds and stuff rolled in. And that day I just pulled out my rod locker and I caught like a 4 and a 3 back to back. But it was just a certain situation, you know. Once that water's at like 94 degrees, unless there's some kind of movement in the water, you know, and you can actually look down if you start seeing like particles in that grass. I mean, you got to fish slow to see all this, but I was flipping them for the most part in that warm water, and you couldn't move your boat, you couldn't do anything, and you had to use the lightest little weight and just let that bait go down. They were not aggressive. I mean, their activity is way down when that water's that hot. I mean, they just don't want to get excited, you know.
I hope you enjoyed the preview clip, and for more like that and the entire collection, subscribe to the Bass University TV. And if you want the tackle that you see on there, I want you to go to the Bass University Tackle Shop, powered by Tackle Warehouse, and click right here, and it's all at your fingertips.
You want to become a better angler?
You want to catch more and bigger bass at your local pond?
Then check out Bass University TV for hardcore bass fishing information.
Hey, I'm Pete Gluzek.
And I'm Mike Iaconelli.
And this is Bass University TV.
Welcome to Bass University TV, an online video training course where you'll learn champion bass fishing techniques from pro anglers Pete Gluzek, Mike Iaconelli, and their talented special guests.
Everywhere I go in the country, I'm trying to use these techniques because I catch big fish that way.
From on the water to in the classroom,
we want to use that bait to help make that area even smaller and really find that sweet spot.
You'll learn sound techniques and strong fundamental bass fishing skills.
You want something that's got a nice limber action, that's going to allow you to build pressure and keep those hooks pinned against that fish's mouth.
Watch hours of video content on multiple topics at your own pace for a low monthly fee. Cancel at any time.
Hold on, because you're going to catch some big fish.
Information is power in the sport of fishing, so learn from the very best.
That's a key theory in all of fishing.
Subscribe to Bass University TV today.
Man, does it trigger a lot of strikes.
Here's the part that you're not going to hear anywhere else. This is the Bass University TV exclusive.